What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Another day, and it's a snowy day. That very snowy day here. So that's fun. I love the snow, but some people don't. Okay, so what's been going on? Where are we at? Let's put this on December 7th to the last 30 days. You can see we're down promoted impressions and page views, but our sales are up. This is a prime example of what happens on eBay. So we have 10 sales here. This is Sunday, December 3rd. Monday, we have 12 sales. Tuesday, 6 sales. Wednesday, 9 sales. Yesterday, 17 sales. It's just it's all over the place, right? So if you look at December, down. Everything's down. And you're like, oh my God, we were doing so well. What happened? And the question is, I don't know what happened, right? So you go 88 divided by 7, because we're going through yesterday, 12 and a half sales. We were at what, 13.2 last month or something? What was last month? By the way, we've got a lot of new subscribers. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. I keep it simple, honest, not clickbaity. 13.4 last month. I do a lot of stuff about numbers. Very important to know your numbers to see where your store is going, where it's been, and where it's headed. I guess that headed is the same as going. Yeah, the sky's not falling. If things suck, things suck. Improve them. It's not the end of the world. eBay's not going to go bye-bye tomorrow. And if you're having problems with your store, there's a reason. Just have to find out what the reason is. How does the algorithm work? I don't know, nor does anyone else on YouTube. eBay will never release that secret because if they did, it would be pointless because everyone would do the same thing. And basically, you would have the same thing that's happening now. People do good, people do bad. People do good, people do bad. Right? Not everyone can sell. Like, just think about it, right? Let's just keep it simple. There's 1,000 items sold every day on eBay. There's not. There's way more. But how many sellers could you have selling 100 a day? Well, only 10, right? So what I'm saying is, even if eBay or someone out there in YouTube land figured out all the secrets of the algorithm or some of them, nothing's going to change, right? So, yeah, so we're down a little bit for this month. So we were 13.4 last month. For this month, and I'm just doing the 7th because the 7th has already happened. D-Day was yesterday, or was it Pearl Harbor? December 7th, 1941, day that will live in infamy. It's Pearl Harbor, right? Yeah. Anyways, so so now we went from 13.4 as of yesterday, 12.57. So we're going in the wrong direction. Why? I don't know. Let's do this though. This just popped into my head. Let's look at the first day and 7 days of November. 104. That was averaging, survey says, 14.85. So we started off really good last month. Why the difference? I don't know. Going into the holiday season versus we've been in the holiday season for a while, maybe people don't have as much money. Could be so many different reasons. You will go, you will go insane trying to figure it all out. Now, today we sold 15 items. So the last 2 days have been rocking and rolling. And even 9 items isn't bad because we're coming back. Yeah, I want to sell, more than I list every day. So we've had 2 days of 17. And then we've had some 10, 12, 6, 9, 17, 15. So now what's our average as of this moment? 12.875. Still below last month. But, we may come in under last. Well, I bet you we will come in under last month because I'm going back home for Christmas, which means my store's going in vacation mode. Which usually means your sales are going to slow down, right? So, You're going to have people that, well, you already get people that say they order today. Oh, I want it by Friday. And you're like, it's Tuesday, dude. It's 4 p.m. I'll ship it to you tomorrow. You're probably not going to get it till tomorrow, or till you're not probably not going to get it Friday, right? And it's always the people that spend $5 on a shirt that do that. Um, anyways, but so it's probably going to be a slow month for me, which sucks. But at the same time, hey, I know it's prime time, Q4 and all that. Now, um, one other thing to look at: our sales conversion rate is at 2.0 right now. You want to see our sales conversion? Well, it's probably not as good. Earlier today, our sales conversion rate was 5%. Yeah, it's 4.6. It was 5.4 earlier this morning. I knew it was going to be a good day because I started out, woke up, I had 6 sales already and 3 offers, 2 of which I accepted. Just knew it was going to be a good day. Slow right now. It's always slow in my afternoons. It's going to pick up here in the next hour to 2 hours. I'll probably sell 5, 6, 7 more items maybe. And then from about 7 p.m., 8 p.m. my time to the end of the night, maybe 1 or 2 more. That's just usually how it works. Again, that's, just doing this a while and knowing. So one other thing I was thinking about, um, this is kind of interesting to look at. 329 page views, 15 sales, 21.93 page views to sell an item today. It's pretty damn good. Let me get a drink of water. Okay, so I still have my sunglasses on. Sorry, I came from outside. Um, I'm trying to think how best to explain this, but I'm sure everyone understands the concept, but you gotta, and I'm going through this right now, right? Like, okay, how much money are we bringing in? How much money do we need, right? And so I have to look at, like, I don't have many options for sourcing around here because I live in a smaller town. I don't have the Goodwill bins. Um, there's probably one 3 hours away from me. Well, about 2.5 hours away from me. I'm guessing. I haven't looked it up. There probably is, and I should probably go there someday and just check it out. Um, so because I went to two different flea markets, and they were like just not items that will work for me. So, um, I can go to Goodwill, but their items are, they raise their prices on coats and long sleeve shirts in about September. So my cost of goods will be pretty high. It'd be from 7 to, I think a coat is $13 right now, $12.99. Some people think it's outrageous the prices that Goodwill charges, and I say they're running a nonprofit and charge whatever the hell they want. I think it's funny when people complain in the Facebook group that, man, I can't believe Goodwill's prices. Like they're charging $25 for the shirt. Well, why is it okay for you to not to charge $25 but not Goodwill? Yeah, I know they say they're a nonprofit. They're really not if you look at their numbers. So don't be surprised that they're selling it. It's their business model. They come off as good, but when you look at their bonuses and oh my, it's just, and to qualify to be a nonprofit, I can't remember the percentage, but you just have to donate a small portion of your um, earnings. There we go, to qualify as a nonprofit. Anyways, that doesn't matter. So what I'm saying is my cost of goods is kind of high. So total cost of goods is $4.19 right now. I buy from a few different sources online and I buy at Goodwill, right? I like buying at Goodwill because I can control what I'm getting 100%. Oh, it has a spot, I don't want it. Now, yeah, I missed some stuff. Excuse me. From time to time, I miss some stuff. Everyone does. It just happens. Um, but I can still get decent inventory for about, I think the last time I bought was $3 a piece, and it's good stuff that sells for 15 on up. And so that's a good model. Now, I just have to make sure I keep ahead of um, how much money I have. I have to make sure I have more coming in, obviously, than what's going out, right? And that can kind of get tricky when you get in these situations like we're listing 21 a day and we're selling a lot of items, but we're selling these lower end items and we're making like $2 on them. Excuse me. Now that's not every item, right? I'm not making $2 every item. I'm just saying 50, 60% of my sales are probably like that where I'm making $2 to $5. Okay. So I'm not having $1,000 days while I'm selling 15 items. I wish. Today's actually a pretty good day because we sold more of the higher dollar items. Um, and I shipped out 25 today and it was probably 50-50. Like I should have looked. Hold on. I have the pick list right here so I can look. So let's see. We shipped out, well, we'll just see in the, how many total, 26 parcels. They count 3, 6, 8, 11, 14, 16, 19, 21, 22, 23. Okay. So let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yikes. 14, 15. 15 of the 26 items were under $10. So you're saying, well, that's not a good business model. And it's not. It's not one that's doable long term, right? Like you can't go making $2 to $3 an item. Now, if you're selling hundreds of items, that's a different story. But even still, I mean, the amount of work you put into one listing, think getting it, washing it, drying it, photograph, list, put away, get it back out, ship it, take it to the post office. All that time, there's no way $2 to $3 profit on an item is worth over the long haul, right? But we're doing now is we're getting rid of all those items. I looked, I have, and this is a scary number, about 2,000 items that are in my store that are under $10 and under. Everyone should do that. Everyone should go to their store and they should go by dollar amounts, $0 to $10. How many items? $10 and 1 penny to $20. How many items? Or even 15 if you want. And then 20.01 to $30. So you know, hey, this is what my store is made up of. So when I'm only making $85 but selling 5, 7, 9 items, oh, I know why. Right? It'll give you a good idea of where your store is. Obviously, you want to be getting those higher items. Not every item is going to be a home run. Not every item is going to make you a ton of money. It's just you want to be doing that with more items. Unlike me, right now I'm the reverse. But this is what I have to go through to get to the next step. That's what we always talk about, or I always talk about. Got to get rid of this bad stuff and see that $2,000 or 2,000 items go down. Now, when I'm selling the majority, 60% of them are those cheap items, that's good because once those are all gone and I still have this traffic coming in, guess what? They're going to start buying the higher price items. It'll be different traffic, but it'll still be the same amount of traffic. So now, I'll be selling 15 items that have an ASP of $23 rather than, I don't even know what my ASP is, probably 18 and change. Because, we did have some good items on here, right? Like we had an 18. That's okay. We had a 27, a 20, 12, 34, and a 17. And I finally sold, I always screw up the name, Arc'teryx. Hold on. I'm sounding like an idiot here. Yeah, Arc'teryx. ARARCTERYX. Those are great. They sell fine. It took me like 4 months to sell a sweatshirt, a woman's sweatshirt. I don't know why. And it wasn't like I was asking $60 or something. I was a little lower than everyone else. Anyways, I think that's part of the bad traffic from these lower end items. So I think that'll also go away. and we'll get even more traffic that's even better. Now, I just have to be careful because including my items that are already drafts and everything I have down here, I think I have 3.5 weeks worth of stuff, maybe 4, maybe. So this is the problem, right? So if I'm paying $7, I know my overall average is $4.19, but if I go to Goodwill and pay, let's just say $7, I can't buy, you know, what do I need? Well, we have a calculator. 21 times 30. It's leap year this year. It'll be 29 days in February. Times $7. Was that 44.10? So that's a lot of money, right? Just to go shell out for inventory. Here you go. Here you go. Plus, I want to make money, right, to pay my bills. And then the company has pay bills. So you have to make a lot of money to cover them. And I'm not the best at explaining what's going through my mind. Like I understand it in my mind, but I'm probably not explaining it that well. I guess my point is you got to make sure you have enough money to pay everything. But you're kind of in the spot because you're like, okay, well, we got to afford 21 a day, and we're kind of not doing it. Because even at 419, my average cost of goods, right? 87.99. That's what I have to bring in. That's not the number on eBay. I don't need to see 87.99 on the bar graph and be like, I'm good, because you have your selling costs. My selling costs are about 53%, which is really high. The reason it's so high is because my ASP is so low. As soon as I get that ASP up, it'll probably go down. Well, it will go down. So if I need $88, let's just say for everything, for my salary, for bills, I need $125 a day. Well, if my selling cost is 54, we'll just say it's 50%, that means I got to see $250 on that bar graph every day. Boom. And then I'm making what I need to make. Right? So that's a $7,500 a month just to get all my inventory, put some money in my pocket, and pay the bills for the business. It doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it is. When you're coming back like this, we're what's the word I'm looking for? We're rebuilding, and you just got to be real careful how you do it. Like I should have, when we came back, I shouldn't have jumped up so high. Even now looking back, I'm like, I shouldn't have gone to 20 so quick. I should have stayed at 10. But you see, I want to get all these lower end items gone to get to the good stuff. It's kind of a catch-22. But I understand the process now a lot better. A lot better. So I looked, and the last of the low end items will go, incidentally, right when I turn my store on vacation mode, December 17th. The last of my low end items will be listed. And then we're just all onto good stuff. Now, occasionally, yeah, there's going to be an item that's under $10. When I order in bulk like this, I'm going to get an item that's under $10. Fine, no big deal. If I list, you know, 5 of those a month, it's not going to hurt the store. Everyone's going to have a bad item, just like everyone's going to have a home run. So I'm okay with that. I just have to make sure that see, and this is the other thing. It really makes you think, like we always talk about sell-through rates. When you start getting, um, when you start really looking at your numbers and understanding the cash that's coming in and going out and your expenses and your cost of goods, and start understanding, you really start to think of this $6 I pay for this shirt. I need this $6 back fast. How long is it going to take? So you start looking at the 90-day sell-through rate or 30-day sell, however you want to look at it in your store, and you go, okay, I need that back. 90 days, 180 days, 270 days. That's too long. I need it back faster. So right now, right, like I'm sitting at 15 sold for the day, and I listed 21 today. So you look at it and you go, Well, shoot, that's great. What is that, like 70 some percent? Yeah, 72% sell through rate. Yeah, that's great. Off those 21 items, but it's 21 items that have already been listed for a long time. So again, I wish there was an easier way because I looked at some of my items. Um, like you literally have to pull up each order, then click on the listing, and then you see the start date. Then you can calculate. Very first one I did had been listed for a year. Then the next one was like 6 months, and then there were a bunch in there that were like less than 30 days, which made me feel good. Then there was others 6 months. So it kind of averages out, right? And again, it's like the good and bad days. You know, the high days, a lot of sales, low sales. Same with how long things have been listed. I would say my average is probably somewhere around 5 months. It's just my guess. That's too long. Um, I think, because if you think about it in a perfect world, if I list something today, I have no items in my store. I list 10 items today and they have 100% 90-day sell through rate. So I won't sell anything. Well, I probably will, but let's just say I don't sell anything for 90 days. Starting in 90 days, I should sell 10 a day because all those items I listed 90 days ago should sell, right? That's in a perfect world. Well, we're listing items with sell through rates all over the place. So a lot of them are 6 to 9 to 12 months. So that's why it takes a while for these items to sell. That's why you have to have a certain amount of, like you have to be consistently listing so that even though you're here listing, the stuff you listed last year is starting to sell finally. How do you increase that? Promote them? Just taking money out of your product, out of your pocket, or you mark them down, which is also taking money out of your product or out of your pocket. Why do I keep saying product? So it's tough. You really have to understand. I think the number one thing to understand is when you put a dollar out there, how long does it take for that dollar to come back? That's how to think, the simple way to think about sell through rate and the simple way to think about this business or any other business. If I spend $50,000 to do a renovation on this duplex, how long does it take that $50,000 to come back? Well, I can jack the rents up another $200 each unit. So now I'm making $400 more per month, right? So then you look and you go, well, $50,000 divided by 400, it's 125 months. It's over 10 years to get that money back. But having that nicer unit, you're going to be able to increase the rents again, maybe in another year or 2 years. Yeah, I mean, so anyways, that's a whole. I used to be a real estate agent and worked with a lot of investors, so I love real estate stuff. But anyways, we're here to talk about eBay. But that's I think that's the best way I can explain it, and I think most people understand this. But just think about it when you're at that thrift store. This item's 99 cents, but it's a freaking American Eagle T-shirt. How long is that going to take to sell? Probably a year, unless you get lucky, right? It's a high sell-through rate, meaning long tail, long time, versus this vintage suicide ski Ralph Lauren sweatshirt or whatever coat, which is probably going to sell right away. We wish we all find those, but we don't. But so that's my point. Just think about that as you're looking at these items. It's not how much you're paying for them. It's how long is it going to take me to get whatever I'm paying for them back? Because you can only buy stuff with a year-long sell-through rate for so long before you're out of money. Doesn't matter how much they cost, even if it's a quarter. So that's the mistake I made. I didn't realize that. I thought everything sold, and there we go. And everything will sell. It's just how much will it sell and how long will it take? What will it sell for and how long will it take? So lesson learned on my part. All right, that's going to do it. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back on Monday. Um, I'm going to try to add a Wednesday, I almost said broadcast like we're the news, a Monday episode video. Um, that way we can have one Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll see if I can keep to that. I don't know. It's going to depend on how busy we get. Obviously, I'll let everyone know. starting the 20th of December. I will be gone from then until the 28th, I believe. So I won't do any videos. So yeah. But I'll remind everyone again before then. So anyways, all right, 25-minute video. Hope you watched the whole thing. Probably not, and I don't blame you. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions. Just leave me a comment, and yeah, I'll get your questions answered. All right, see you in the next one. Take care.